Does anyone know what to do after you send a risky text? I just deep cleaned my kitchen. Now I'm thinking about getting an oil change. I don't know what to do.
If we have never met before and you ask me to go on a date with you, do not say, hey, how about you come over and we can watch a movie? All right? We're not in high school anymore. Be a man. Take me out to get a drink. Okay? If you don't drink, take me out somewhere. We can eat. I like to eat. Okay, but don't ask me to go to your house to watch a movie or something. I can watch movies in the comfort of my own apartment on my couch. Thank you.
So this is the dating pool y'all was telling me about, right? The one where I wasn't missing out on anything. The one full of piss. I see that now. Noted. Understood.
Ready? Don't watch. Look at me. Look at me. Jesus, I barely did that.
Okay. Don't. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Leave it there.
I got it.
Don't break your hand.
Don't break yours.
I'm not going to. But that cake is kind of
Hard.
hard.
It's cold. Yeah, spin it.
It's hard.
Spin it.
I can't believe you broke it.
Yeah, me.
Are you okay, Travis? It didn't cut. You did it?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Go up. It's a boy. Oh no.
It's a boy.
It's a boy. It's a boy.
It's a boy. You get to be a boy mom. Yay!
She's so mad about it. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna have us a daughter. Come on. Come here. Give us just a second.
Interesting response from a mother that's celebrating having a child.
Am I the a-hole for transferring all my assets to my son before I get married? Well, Grandpa died 2 years ago, leaving me his entire estate. I started dating my fiancée Samantha, female 36, around 4 years ago. She has 2 kids, female 6, male 10, and she has full-time custody of them. Me and her kids have lived together for over a year now. We stay at the house that my grandfather left me, and I pay all the expenses. She just pays for groceries and whatever is going on with her children. I had popped the question 2 months ago, and she said yes. So I did something that could make me the a-hole. So what I did was I made a trust fund, transferring 50% of the inheritance that I got into that. Then I transferred another 25% into a whole nother fund so that the family can have growth in about 15 to 50 years. If we still together, we have all this money. Majority of the stuff is going to be accessible to my child once he turns 30. So before that, you know what I'm saying, he's going to be having to learn how to live on his own anyway. Pretty much my trust fund is going to dissolve once I turn 50. Hopefully I can be retired then and we can actually rely on all of the money. But before that, I'm just going to work like a normal everyday person, like I was before my grandpa died, and she's going to have to love that. What I thought was going to happen, but no. Well, my fiance found out about this and was furious. She saw some related papers inside of my drawer and immediately came to me with it. I was like, yeah, that's something that I did, but it shouldn't matter because we're still good. I'm still taking care of all the bills inside of the house and you're still taking care of groceries. So what's the problem? She said that she was furious because I had cut off her and her kids. And I said, cut them off from what? Inheritance? From their non-grandpa? She said if she was marrying me, she would be sharing all assets. And I had to counter argue with, you don't have this type of assets, so of course you could share that easily.
Modern women seem to always have a problem when stuff doesn't benefit them.
I let her know that I was sharing everything that I make. It's just the inheritance is not touchable with this marriage. And she says, I don't know if I can go through with it. Now, I'm chilling out, trying to figure out if I'm going to actually get married or not, or if I need to go ahead and end this relationship. But I don't know what to do. My question is, am I the a-hole for making a trust for my child and making sure that his future is continuously secured?
Like I said, if it would have been in reverse, there wouldn't have been no talk of this, and you would have just had to understand. She would have probably even got her family involved, and they would have all said the same thing back in her.
If I ever date a man with kids, and I know that the mother of his kids is a single mom, and she chose to be a single mom instead of being with him, I'm running. And you know why? Because if a woman feels that it is better to raise kids alone and be a single mom than to be with that man has something going on. Because a woman is not going to willingly just go pick to be a single mom. You can't tell me many women that would be like, yes, please, I want to be a single mom. No, being a single mom is the hardest thing I've ever done. And if a man is out there knowing that a woman's just raising his kids alone, not just one, maybe even multiple, not doing it. There is a reason women choose to become single mom. And I am not going to find out why she chose to become a single mom. I'm not doing it, because what makes me think that I am going to be any different? On top of that, a man that can't sit there and like be good to his kids and have done right by women that have had his kids, I don't want any parts of it. Like, I am running.
I think the Aisha Howard Anthony Edwards debacle would say something differently. She's literally trying to trap this man with a baby to make him pay child support just because he's a pro athlete.
I'm going on a second date with a man who does not know I have kids. When I decided to date casually this year and I set up my dating profile for that, I chose to not put on there that I have kids. I chose not to tell any of the men that I had conversations with that I had kids, and I did not tell either of the men that I went out on a first date with that I had kids.
So I thought I heard her say she's dating casually. At her age, with kids, where are the women outraged about this?
And the reason I'm doing this is because I do not want any weirdos seeking me out because they want access to my kids. I have 2 daughters, so I think the right person will understand. But also because I do think I deserve to be seen as more than just my situation. I've been through a lot, and at the end of the day, if someone does get far enough along on a journey with me to where they do find out that I have kids and everything about my situation, if they choose not to move forward with me, that is perfectly fine, because my main goal in life is never to get married. So if I do end up never getting married because of everything in my life, that is fine, but it doesn't mean that I can't have an experience going into my 30s of, dating casually, so second date, do I tell him? Do I not tell him? I'm like, I don't know. I think I'm going to tell him that I have kids, but I don't want to speak on it too much because I don't want my dating experience to be about that. But I'm teetering the line of being dishonest, and I'm not a dishonest person. So
basically, you want to get ran through, and then after that, maybe you'll consider, with the right person in your eyes, settling down. That's number 1. Number 2, you don't want them to know that you have kids, but you're over here telling TikTok, which they might get on, that you have kids. I mean, I don't get it. These modern women, it seems like their brain is compartmentalized and in sections to where they don't think that one action over here would affect or have an effect on an action over here. It's weird.
Sis, you need to hear this, and I want you to hold my hand while I say this to you, okay? Constantly posting about the men who have done you wrong and all the things have done wrong in your life is running away the men that will do you right. Good men have a good sense of judgment and discernment. They want women with the same. They don't want women who they have to heal from numerous relationships, from dog ass to dog ass. Good men don't want to jump through hoops to prove to you that they are good men. They just want to be a good man. On men is running away the good ones. And I'm going to leave that there.
Some ladies have used billing to chase their future husband away. A man will message you and say hi to you. The first thing you want to do is to tear him bill. The first thing you want to do when he tells you, can we meet, is to see how you can collect money from him. Some of you, you meet a man, you don't even know who he is. Maybe he's wearing short sneaker, he looks very casual. You start sizing him. You think he's not a billionaire, he's not rich, and then you chase him away. Some of these men are not even your life to toast you. Some of them are supposed to be your future and destiny helpers. But because in your sense, you think you can use your eyes to judge, you don't rate them down. Small thing they say to you, that is when you know that you want to figures. Don't you know that these men, they are rating you as well? Don't you know that you are rating the men, they are also rating you? You want to figures, you want to buy data, all those things, all these men, they say, this girl, no, she's classless. learn to have composure. At times there are guys you will meet that once you do that thing is a turn off for them. Are you not aware? Are you not aware? They didn't tell you. They didn't tell you. I'm telling you now. When you start billing a man too much, it will give you, but it feels like, you know what, she's not worth it.
Men that have their stuff together are very intimidating to most women. And you want to know why? It's because most times women be so chaotic that when they get close to a man and they realize that he come from a 2-parent home, he has loving and supportive friends, he has a career, he's intelligent, he's charming, and he don't got the same jacked up background as you got, you don't know how to leech onto him. You don't know how to be the parasite that you are and find out where his weak spots are. Yeah, that's why y'all like them dudes. Y'all like them dudes that got them real traumatic stories, because you get to be the, I was the only one there for you. When your mama kicked you out, I was the only one there for you. When your grandma and your sister gave up on you, I was the only one there. Women don't be knowing what to do with them ones that truly is like, because you know what? If I get to talk about you, I don't got to talk about me. But if I can't talk about you, I gotta look at me.
Hey, I'm at the point in my life now where I'm just gonna pay for the cat outright. Not gonna beat around the bush, how much. And young dudes won't understand this, but you pay either way. CGA said it best. You pay with money, energy, attention, and time. Or if you're married, you pay with all four. That's why he says protect your meat. Money, energy, attention, and time. Shout out to the coach gang. I've paid with time. That's actually the worst, because you can't get that back. You can get money back, but you can't get your time back. Paying with time to get the cat, that's horrible. I've been married. I've been in long relationships. I'm not even at that point in my life where I'm looking for commitment and all that love and all that. You can keep it. I don't need companionship. I got to do. I have a very fun time in my life. I just need some cat every now and then. And from here on out, I'm just paying for it. A little cell phone bill, a little light bill you need help on, baby.
What were some of the things you were told about men while growing up?
Don't trust them.
Do you prefer a man who is a gentleman or a bad boy?
Bad boy.
If she only asks you for money, she doesn't like you. If she doesn't run to go see you when you tell her come over, she doesn't like you. If she doesn't almost answer all the time when you call, she doesn't like you. She doesn't cook for you or clean for you, trust me, she does not like you. She doesn't buy you random things just because, she doesn't like you. And most importantly, if she doesn't call you while she's drunk out with her girls, she does not like you.
What's your age?
I'm 18.
Let's say we're together, and I'm paying all the bills and taking care of you, but I cheated on you. Would you give me another shot, or would you leave?
I would give you another shot, of course I would. If you're taking care of the things and, we can have a simple conversation to establish, the exclusivity of our relationship, then I understand. But if you have one slip up, then I can't really say nothing. You're taking care of everything. My duty is to suck and shut up at the end of the day.
Suck and shut up?
Yeah.
Where'd you get that from?
Well, I realized that a man, after a long day of work and he wants to pay, he's paying for all the bills, he's, taking care of all the duties, fixing the plumbing, fixing all the stuff that a woman wouldn't do. I do want to give him his time to breathe afterwards. I need to pleasure him. I need to make sure he's fed and happy, and then I'll be able to kind of talk to him. But I want to really make sure that my man has everything he needs and to support our family and not be overly stressed out. I don't need to create problems with him crying over the phone because he liked another girl's Instagram photo. It makes no sense.
But you're 18 now. How did you develop this mentality so young?
My parents are older. My parents are in their 60s, so I definitely got raised from older values and definitely the traditional values as well. But I've always grown up pretty Republican, pretty conservative, so I guess that's where the values come in.
Your body will determine the type of man that you attract. Cosmetic BBL bodies attract drug dealers, gangbangers, club goers, players, thugs, unfaithful men. Natural bodies attract career men, businessmen, stable men, family men, husband material men, and if you're in the right setting, a rich man. Overweight bodies attract users, losers, abusers, criminals, men with ulterior motives. Your body is the first impression of who you are. BBL bodies don't keep men. Natural bodies attract quality men. Overweight bodies attract user men. Be careful with what you do with your body.
I never brought her name up at all. She tells me to shut up. I never brought your name up at all, but you took it personal. They told us when we walked in as adults, do not take it personal. Nobody said nobody's name. You need to shut up. Go on to the SPCA and get you a cat. That's why these black men are single. Right, these black women are single. Right there. And then you wonder why we don't want them. And then they say, it's strong black woman. That's your strong black woman? Telling a strange black man to shut up? That's why she will die alone.
I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you how I got this ring.
You were nice until he married you and then you showed your true colors.
If you dress like I'm gonna treat you like if you dress like the UPS man, I expect you to deliver the mail. You dress for the occupation that you have. And if you want to be scantily clad, that's fine. It just warrants more attention than respect. So the question is, what is the end result that you want? And I'll tell you this right now. I don't care what anybody says. I have a lot of high value, high earning, masculine men in my life. Multimillionaires, single, happy, know who they are, certain, in purpose, on purpose. Some of them are married. Some of them have girlfriends. I have the whole spectrum, right? Genuine friendships with these people. Some are mentors. I will tell you right now, the less clothing that a woman has on is the higher chance of disqualification for a high value, high earning, masculine man for the long term. Now they'll take you for the night.
Yeah, for sure.
They'll take you for a couple weeks, maybe a month. You might get a trip. And if that's all you want, then that's great. But if you actually want to be loved and valued by this type of man, you can't dress you just can't, you don't get to do certain things. You just don't. You don't.
Do you feel like that's a sense of control?
No.
I don't.
I feel like it's a sense of respect. It goes back to exclusivity. If everybody can see it, what is special about it? In this day and age, people are walking outside with lingerie on and Air Maxes on.
Have it, please.
Now say what you just said again.
Huh?
Say what you said again. Because we're going to get all this on tape. Say what you said.
If we were married, you got this amazing credit score, right?
800.
Okay. And
this is what poverty does to your brain. Listen to this. Go ahead.
no, we're not doing this. Cut it off.
Now you don't want to talk. You was talking so confidently a minute ago.
How was that? No, because they going to say, oh, that's the girl.
They don't know who you are. You ain't on the camera. So go ahead and say what you was going to say. Say what you just said a minute ago.
Okay, you got this amazing credit score, right?
I got an 800 credit score, and I worked very hard, and my mama helped me get that credit score. She helped me pay my car
now,
when I was
say
19.
if your wife wanted to die for a purse, that's $2,000.
But there ain't no purse on planet Earth worth dying for, but go ahead. That's $2,000.
You gonna die if you buy me that bad?
No, that's not the point. It ain't no purse on Earth, planet Earth that important.
I said to die for. It's not something that you would get me like every year. Chuck, get me a purse every year. No, it's something that I'm in love with. Maybe it's Mother's Day coming up. Maybe it's my birthday coming up. Maybe it's Christmas.
Okay.
You can't get that for me?
So you want me to use my 800 credit score to get a purse, to go in debt to buy a purse?
You're going to be in debt. You're going to be in debt if you get that purse.
What was the point of bringing up my credit score?
Because you can go and swipe for it.
Right. So that's what poverty does to people's brains right there. You want me to, if I don't have $2,000 in my bank account, why would I go and buy a $2,000 object on a credit card? That's what most people in America do. That's why most people in America is poor.
Chuck,
here.
You want to be for real?
Be for
you
real.
have a Bitcoin, right?
Why would I sell?
I didn't say for you to sell your Bitcoin. Don't act like you poor. You're not poor.
Okay. Go ahead. So what does that got to do?
You have a good job. You can get me a nice purse.
Why would I go into debt to buy?
You're not going to be in debt. You have great credit. How are you going into debt?
This is poverty. This is what poverty does to you. So if you
maybe I don't know.
If you use a credit card, that is money that was created out of thin air. So if I don't have $2,000 in my bank account, therefore, if I spend $2,000 on a credit card, I don't have it in my bank account. I'm just spent money that I don't have.
And do you think men should see us in our natural state before they get in a real relationship with us?
Whenever I've heard a man say, let me see what you look like with no makeup. Let me see what you look like without the hair. I feel that that man is telling you that he does not have the money to finance your beauty upkeep. Don't come over here thinking that I'm going to go to Sephora and get you some makeup. So I need to see you without all that because I want to strip you of all that because I ain't got it. When a man says that to you, he wants to strip you of everything. He doesn't want you to have the thought process of maintaining yourself.
They just come up with anything, literally anything.
Weeks ago, I broke up with my boyfriend, which triggered a chain reaction of events leading to me finally living in New York. Good morning. I'm not just trying to cry on TikTok. I need your help. I woke up nonstop crying about my ex, missing him so much. And I'm overwhelmed that I will always feel this way or that this person will always cross my mind. Again, I'm trying to not just cry on this app. I have friends who've been really great. I just don't know how to get through today. Are you kidding me? This couldn't. How do you get through where your brain just can't stop thinking about them? I posted a video a few days ago crying about my ex. I'm 3 weeks into no contact, but it's been 3 months since we broke up. And what do you know? I'm still crying. And right now I'm just missing the companionship more than anything. I miss having someone that you just can be completely unmasked with, where like, you know, you can be as weird as you want. And like, I don't know, I mean, it comes from like being around someone 24/7 for 5.5 years. Like, and I just feel so lonely right now. God, and just the thought of like, being on, you know, a dating app or like trying to meet someone new and you're just, oh, I don't want any of that. Concept of that you need to remember that despite how hard something could be right now, somewhere in the past, you were hoping for this moment. So like even several weeks ago when I was still living in LA and I was struggling to just get to the move day, and things were getting more stressful with my ex, and there was some weird friend drama situation going on, and it's just like all I want to do is be in New York. I'm in New York now, and I'm still sad, of course. I've always known no person, no thing, no place will ever fix all of your problems.
Hey, baby.
Hey, what are you doing?
Just calling to see how your day is going.
Oh, you know, nothing too exciting. Just meetings this morning.
Right on.
Look at you, sound weird.
Do I?
I don't know. You just sound off.
Feel weird.
What's going on?
No, nothing really. Hey, I wanted to ask, how was Saturday hanging out with your girlfriends?
It was good. You know, regular. We went to that Mexican place.
Oh yeah, how was that?
It was good. What's going on? What are you doing?
No, nothing's going on.
How's work?
What's that?
How's work?
We'll get to that in a second. I want to ask you about this. So, it seemed unusual. Like, you wore like a really nice dress I haven't seen you wear in years out to that place. It seemed like kind of dressed up for Mexican.
I don't know. I just put it on. Why? What is going on? What do you care about what dress I wear?
I was just curious. I haven't seen you wear that dress in a long time, I guess.
What, are there new rules in our house? You have to approve what I wear?
Baby, is there anything that you want to tell me?
I love you. You're acting like a weirdo this morning.
Anything else about that night that you need to tell me?
No. There's nothing else.
Really?
What are you getting at? What's going on?
There's nothing that you want to tell me about that night.
What do you, just ask. Just ask. Whatever you're trying to ask, just ask.
I know that you didn't go out to dinner with your girlfriends on Saturday.
What?
I know that you went out to dinner with your ex-boyfriend on Saturday. It doesn't matter how I know that. You lied to me. To my face.
I didn't lie to you. I just didn't tell you.
You didn't lie to me. You told me to my face that you were going out to dinner with your girlfriends, and then you went out to dinner with your ex-boyfriend. I'm pretty sure that's the definition of a lie.
I omitted the truth. That's what I did. Like, I wasn't trying to, like, create a big...
You were doing something that you weren't doing.
I just didn't want you to get upset. You're upset right now, right?
I want to know what happened in your date.
It wasn't me. What are you talking about? It was me connecting with an old friend. That's it.
An old friend that happens to be your ex-boyfriend, and that you lied to your husband about going to see him.
Look, I'm sorry. I didn't tell you, but it wasn't me. Like, I don't understand why you can't get that.
He had going on that night.
It would be the same thing if I met up with an old female friend and went out to dinner with them.
It would be weird to me if you went out with an old female friend and lied to me about it. It's 10 times the stuff that you went out on a date with your ex-boyfriend wearing a dress that has sentimental value between the two of you, and you lied to your husband about it.
Where is this coming from? How do you even know this?
That's what you're concerned about.
Yeah, I want to know where
how I found out you lied to me.
My email and my Facebook?
Why do you... It doesn't matter how I know. I know.
Well, I feel weird that you know this information.
I know you lied to me and went out with your ex-boyfriend.
Oh, God, it was catch-up. That's it. We went out, we had dinner. I thought it was going to be fine. He was a weirdo, P.S. That's all I'll say about that. He was a lunatic, and I left, and I came home to you.
How was he a weirdo? How was he a lunatic? What happened?
Because I went to dinner with him thinking, okay, like, this is an old friend. We're just going to catch up. He starts talking about the dress and how he's going to take it off me at the end of the night. And that's when I was like, yeah, that's please, gotta go.
How do you not know that he has an agenda when he asks you to wear that dress?
Because I tried to have faith in people, okay?
You know, what's crazy to me is that she's been caught dead to rights. And she's still trying to make it seem like he's crazy for even asking the questions. Modern women always tend to gaslight. They can't, communicate effectively. Not emotionally intelligent or mature about these types of things.
My husband is making us fly home from our honeymoon after one day because he found out I sent my ex a simple goodbye text on the morning of our wedding. It was a goodbye text, for goodness sake, not an I will always love you text, not a drop everything and meet me at the altar text. I needed to say goodbye to have closure on the unmarried part of my life. Please tell me my sensitive/nostalgic girlies understand.
As an adult, nobody prepared me for the amount of cheating that you see in the workplace. These married people and people in relationships be bold as heck at work with what they do openly out in public. They be attached to the opposite gender's hip every day, and their significant others have no idea. But everyone at work sort of looks the other way because they don't want to stick their nose in other people's business. It's crazy. Some of these people claim they're happy with their situation at home, and they still be doing their significant others dirty like that. But also, why do you have to make all of us an accomplice in what you got going on and making us feel guilty that we even know that you're doing what you're doing, but your significant other doesn't? I don't want to see that crap. Do better.